What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have another DSM video. It's a part video, so we're going to be opening up some parts that I recently got in from a company called CompWorks. So here's the box. Oh, don't mind the carbon fiber hatch. Yeah, just something that's always here. Just kidding, guys. So what we got going on is we're going to be opening up this box today. I'm going to show you what I bought. It is a suspension goodie, so let's get into it. I want to start doing these reviews for the channel. A lot of people in the DSM community don't even know some of these things exist. And when I built my first DSM, my first high horsepower DSM a bunch of years ago, I didn't even know this stuff was around. It wasn't around, so like the carbon hatch wasn't around, these braces weren't around, all these suspension goodies, none of this stuff was around. It was basically a car that could go fast but couldn't turn. And now a lot of people are trying to make them turn and handle, and it's really cool. So what I ordered was packing peanuts. I hate packing peanuts. They're such a mess. Alright, where are you? Here it is. I ordered, I don't know if you can see it, I'll unwrap it in a second, but let's just open it up. I ordered the CompWorks Fender braces. So what these are is, as the name says, it's a Fender brace. Okay, it helps to add rigidity to the car and strengthen up a couple areas that the car is really lacking. So to give you a rundown on what these are dom tube and CNC laser cut flanges. And they're powder coated satin black, and what they do is they help to create a link or tie into the front of the chassis. Alright, so when I say the front of the chassis, what I mean is the door to fender area, the A-pillar basically. What it'll do is it will bolt to the door hinges, and then it'll bolt to the front of your, I would say, like your fender area, your like front core support fender area. And what it does is it adds a structural link to the A-pillar, and it helps with vertical movement in the DSM. Okay, so just like a strut bar would be to help with side-to-side movement on DSM, for flex and chassis and all that type of stuff, this helps with the vertical. So this is my first time having something like this. I've never installed it before. I will do an install video of it. One of my good friends, Daniel, out in California, he has this, and he says that this and the field coilovers were the two biggest changes he's done to his DSM, and that these really woke the car up. I really want this car to be able to turn. I really want this car to be able to do more than just go straight. And yeah, so I got in the group buy on this when he decided to do another one, and I'm glad I didn't miss out. So this is what it looks like, guys. Hope you can see it good. This is the passenger side one. This would essentially bolt to the door hinges on the car, like this, and then it would bolt in up here to the fender area. You do have to drill a hole, and there's provided brackets and all that kind of stuff, but yeah, it's a really cool piece. It honestly is kind of like a one-off. Like, yeah, he has done a couple. He has made probably about 100 at this point, but it's not something that you could just like hop online and go to like J&Z Tuning or you know, Extreme PSI or, you know, whoever, and just order it. You know, it's something that it's a freelancer on tuners, and you know, he makes it just to help support the community. And yeah, I'm super excited to get it. I do have a bunch of other suspension stuff, suspension goodies. A lot of it's one-off. A lot of it is stuff that only 20 or so sets were made. So I'll be doing a video on that stuff in the next week or so, and then I'll post that up. But yeah, so you guys will see a upcoming video of, there it is. This is the bracket. Sorry. This is the bracket that ties into the fender wall area. It's kind of hard to understand how it sets up, but essentially you're going to drill a hole, and this metal bracket will go inside the fender through the hole, and then it clamps down with this piece, and then these bolts are used to attach it to the frame. So there's a write-up on tuners, you know, tons of great information on DSM tuners. So, you know, one thing for the new people who are getting into DSMs, Facebook has kind of taken away from what forums used to be. So I urge you to go check out tuners. There's tons of information there. All the questions that you would probably ask in a Facebook group is on tuners, and it's been there for the last decade. So, you know, just give it a chance, and then you can also get stuff like this, like stuff that you would not see on the forums. You can get a hold of this stuff. You know, like Paul Volk makes lower control arms, billet lower control arms with you know, replaceable bushings and spherical ends and all that kind of stuff. That's totally rebuildable, and you know, those also wake up the DSM a lot too when it comes to turning. So there's stuff like that. You know, there is a rear camber kit that, you know, was never made before, a bump steer kit that just came out, tons of new freelancers that are doing like manifolds and all this stuff. So a lot more options are coming. So, you know, definitely try and check out tuners. You know, a lot of the really hardcore guys post all of their products and what they're working on there. And yeah, you can find a lot of good information. So that's it for the video today, guys. I wanted you to see the CompWorks fender braces. You know, hopefully anyone who wants a set can get in on the next group buy if he does it. And video coming soon of the install. Thanks.